But guess what else you might not believe I've been seeing out here this morning? As I've been following the ghostly trail of used chem lights laying out 3 nights ago as of this recording. And yes, it's taken me 3 days to finally get around to doing the video, and I'll tell you why. It's not for a lack of trying. But I also seem to be seeing an old man in the woods. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's your old hermit. It's not the old hermit. It's a different old man. And I am going to get this one on video. It's not going to be like last time. So make sure you're getting my 6. Guys, I'm in new territory. I'm going to walk and talk and look. I brought my binoculars that would have been like high-tech military grade 80 years ago. They're doing okay today, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you why it's taken me 3 days to get around to doing this. So you remember the other night. Oh man. Watch that dark figure right there. I'm going to stand here and talk for a second. So difficult when you have to carry more than one thing at once. I'm saying potentially. Okay, so the day after, because I wasn't going to follow those lights into the woods. You remember I was throwing the lights the other night at whatever was up at our campground until it started throwing them back. And I came back later and it laid out a trail through the woods. Well, even I'm not dumb enough to go through there at night, but I was dumb enough to start going through there the next day. So that was the next day, and what happened was, ran out of lights. I found them, they ran out of lights. So that night, you remember I bought a box of 50 chem lights. I went up, cracked them all open. We had fun doing it. Me and the wife and the kid did it together, and we just threw lights into the woods. So then I went up the next day, and I found almost all of them. But what happened is, and guys, I'm throwing these on my property, and we are getting them. We're missing one, and I'm going to find that today, okay? So we're not polluting nature, and we don't recommend that to anybody. Don't do that, okay? Never leave anything in the forest that you don't, what do they say? Leave only tracks and take only memories. That's what we're doing. But I'm missing one light, and I'm going to find it today, and I know how. And this is what happened on day 2, which was yesterday. I just kind of figured he, she, it, or they, whoever laid out these lights, was trying to lead me somewhere. However, they didn't have enough lights to lay out the entire trail. So we gave them more lights. I thought I saw that man again in front of me there, not behind me here. Look. So we threw out a lot more lights. I'm seeing movement in front of me. Looks like white movement, like a white shirt or something. Let's keep watching. However, even then, it didn't seem as if who or whatever was trying to lead me somewhere had enough lights, because the lights started being dispersed at greater and greater distances. So it's almost like I had to figure out a code, and that's why I had to go back and get these. So it turns out the way it works is when I got to the next light, the next light after that was within sight of that, but it was such a distance away that it was at the point to where if it had been put over just a couple more inches, it would have been out of sight. So to save myself a ton of walking, and I've done a ton of walking here the last couple days trying to track down this last light, I had to go back, get the binoculars, and so I'll stand like when I get to the point where I find a light, and then I'd look and look and look and look, and it worked. It worked. So last night, it's almost dark. It was dark enough to where I was getting creeped out. You guys have seen a lot of the stuff that goes on in this forest. So I turned around and went home, because I am never, ever, ever going to be out here after dark. I've said that before, and then, oh my goodness, did you see that? I think it's gone. You might want to rewind and look right there. I'm being followed. And that was not an older man in a white t-shirt who I believe I've been seeing out here. That is something else. That was one of those he, she, it, or theys. Potentially. Okay, so it's so crazy. I feel like I'm following something, or I feel like something's following me while I'm following something. So anyway, I'm out here. This is early this morning. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting. It's Virginia, late July. I know where I left off last night, so I have a general idea of approximately where this last chem light is. Guys, I think I see something. Hold on. That looks like a man standing there. And that's where I believe the last chem light's supposed to be. That's where I left off yesterday. I want to point out where I am. You remember the old hermit's place up on top of the mountain above mine, where I got the wood? Remember I went up there looking for the cabin a couple weeks after that? Well, I'm beyond that point. I've been let out past the hermit's abandoned cabin, and which, by the way, when I came by there yesterday, it's still not there. It looks like something was there 50 years ago, but there was no standing cabin. So I'm kind of in uncharted new territory. But we're being led to something. And I'm looking for that light. So a lot of folks watch the channel. They've been saying it's not a Bigfoot Sasquatch, saying it's ghosts, saying it's Indian spirits. Some people have mentioned this mythical creature called Dogman. Get a lot of that. I believe with each passing day and with each passing clue, we're getting closer and closer. That's for sure. And if you're one of the naysayers that claim that you don't believe we've been seeing anything, despite all the comments to the contrary, read the shirt. As you can see, I am on a well-worn trail, so this mountain is taken care of. Guys, that chem light is right around here somewhere, and it's the last one that we have to get. Guys, I saw somebody. I saw somebody. I tell you what, I'm getting this one on camera. It's not gonna be like last time with the hermit. And a lot of you could hear him speaking. You know, some can see and some can't. Some can hear and some can't. But I'm getting this guy on video. You guys are like, crazy Lake, you're always out there talking to yourself in the woods. Ain't no one there but you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last time. I'm gonna get this guy on video and ask him for his permission to be on video afterwards. So if I've uploaded this and you're seeing it, he obviously said yes. But after the fact, where's that chem light? That chem light is around here somewhere.
Hey, you looking for this?
Actually, I am. Where'd you get that?
Why don't you follow me up to my mountain? I'll tell you an amazing story.
It's the last chem light. Who are you?
I am Eli.
Eli. What do you think, guys? Should we follow this Eli guy up to the top of his mountain and hear his story? I think I'm going to. What do we have to lose? We've got our last chem light. If you want to go to Eli's mountain and hear the story this guy's got to tell, click on the video that's showing up in this box right here, to my left and your right, and let's go visit Eli's mountain here on YouTube.